Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. Well, yes, focusing on developments going on across the country, particularly security, just so much, sadly, also going on at the same time. But we'll set again with this report and we'll take it from there.
It was indeed a town hall meeting as politicians, officials of Borno State government, groups and associations, as well as security agencies were represented at the gathering. The quality of representations at the meeting suggests how important the meeting is to the people of the state. It was an opportunity for them to bear their minds on the security situation in Borno State.
Mr. President, sir, we urge you to personally investigate this situation of horror and terror because the extent of damage done is enormous.
If given, we would live together in peace and harmony. We would respect each other. We would consider peace.
But in his reaction, the president challenged the people to do something about the insurgency in their domain, insisting that nobody should play to the gallery.
I'm ready. I'm going to remove the JTF, or come and sign that remove the JTF and guarantee the safety of life and property of individuals. When you do that, today as I'm going, the JTF will start going back to their barracks. But you must guarantee that if anything happens to anybody, that you must be held responsible. If anybody making an analogy, you want to go to kill, you want to celebrate that one soldier is killed. And now we have admonished the soldiers to conduct themselves, not to kill innocent civilians. But we will not allow, and I will not celebrate the death of one security officer anywhere in this country.
Well, there you have that, the visit to Borno recently by the president. Alhaji Mahmud Othman joins us now. He's a public affairs analyst. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you very much.
Well, so much has been talked about what was said, how we expect solutions and all of this situation to abate, but the elders again come in here. But from that comment, you think the elders actually got the message from the president?
Well, I'm sure they did. You know, in Nigerian situation, there is no what they call quick fix. But I think this is really a lost opportunity.
A lost one?
Absolutely. Well, this is not the first time. Elders of Borno before then addressed different press conferences at different levels. And this time they come face to face with the head of state and commander-in-chief. And what they said was an honest assessment of the situation on the ground. They are the people there. If there's anybody who will love peace, it will not be more than the people of Maiduguri. They are the victims. But what amounted was that it's like you blame the victim for a crime committed. So if federal government is really interested in peace, that's not really how to handle the situation. Mr. President, with all due respect, sounded very combative, and as if there was some kind of template he was reproducing without editing. If, after all said and done, nobody was talking about from the federal government visited Maiduguri after all these years since 2009. Anyway, after I think 10 governors or thereabout visited the place, the print media and other commentators blamed the government for lack of concern. And to take a cue from what the governors did, they first tried to make a sacrificial lamb of the vice president. Let him go and test the waters. If the vice president goes there and comes back in peace, then let the bigger captain.
Why say sacrificial lamb? Isn't that
well, because they, as far as in their own mentality in Abuja, they think Maiduguri or Yobe should be a no-go area for their security. I'm sure it's not their fault. That's what they are being advised about. But the governors broke the jinx went there, not only went there to government house, they also walked on the street. They went to the marketplace. That was the market that was attacked many times. Even cattle were killed, not to talk of human beings then in that market. But the governors went there and they are not escorted. The way it's just ordinary routine security, because under normal circumstances, every governor goes with his little team of security outfit. So that combination with the police command in Maiduguri, who have to secure the governor of the state anyway, not talk of because he has visitors from other states as governors. But when you populate a small place like Maiduguri with 3,000 armed policemen and other unknown security men who are not in uniform, because to facilitate the visit of a head of state and commander-in-chief, who's supposed to be like everybody else, then it is really a sign of our failure as a people. It is a sign of government is not getting it right. So
do we expect them to go there without that amount of security, or without security, or not even go at all?
Well, I am not sure of. It's not a matter of whether they should go there with security or not security. If you yourself believe in your people, if you are really a democrat, you are pretending to be, like all our politicians want us to believe, then some of these things really are immaterial. They have no business even to think that way. Now, can you imagine when a gunman in the state of Connecticut came and shot some people in a school? Can you imagine if Obama, when he visited Connecticut, and accused the people of that little village of producing the gunman in the first place?
But that's a completely different scenario.
No, it's the same scenario. Same scenario.
No,
violence is violence by whatever name. Okay.
Alhaji, I think that in many ways, I know that you've also been part of people who's called for the JTF to withdraw, because we hear that they've been killing innocent people in the process of trying to kill Boko Haram insurgents. Anyway, but the thing is, are we putting, I mean, the president's visit, are we appreciating the history preceding his visit? When Boko Haram started, one of the things that was said was that the theories, the conspiracy theories, was that because they didn't want the president there. It was because, you know, they did not think it was time for a southern president. So do we appreciate some of the historical, you know, politics before the president's visit?
Well, in the first place, I never believe in that particular kind of theory, because the people who are really making it are self-styled analysts with self-interest. Because if they start talking that way, either because somebody became a president, somebody is agitating against that, then what happened to all the other crises? When Masov came, who are they protesting against as president? When the Niger Delta militants were having a field day, who are they protesting against? Was it Aradua or something? So that argument really doesn't hold water.
Some people have said that they are not the same thing. The conflict is not of the same nature. Here we're seeing almost senseless killings.
Well, senseless killing, I don't know how many senseless killings we have all over the place. Senseless kidnapping, senseless terrorism, senseless everything. Anything that really you leave your own territory and you encroach into the other person's domain, you are encroaching into his own, you are terrorizing his fundamental human rights as an individual. So let's not start rejoicing that terrorism is taking place somewhere else. And there must be one particular somebody with a remote control. That's not the issue. The issue is take a total look at the society. Are we being ruled properly? The rulers, are they really rulers? Are they leading the people properly? All these contradictions within the system, are we doing a soul search to see how these things are coming? Do we really take seriously the issues of analyzing the issue itself and finding a solution to it, rather than go with red herrings, creating some fantastic, funny ideas in order to deceive the people?